The PlayStation Portal is out, but is it really worth it over some of the other remote play options? Let's cover what those options are and what the best decision is. Hello and welcome back to Gears and Tech. As you guys know, the PlayStation Portal, it's out already, but a lot of people have been wondering, why is this better than some of the other remote play connection options? So I want to cover some of the options that are available, and you can see some of those right here, and the pros and cons of each. To start off with, let's talk about real quick what the other options are. So obviously you've got the PlayStation Portal. That's obvious. We've got devices such as this. Now this is the Gamesir X2. It connects to your regular cell phone and it gives you a controller form factor that you can use with your cellular phone anywhere you want. You can use it over Wi-Fi or 5G, and it's a pretty small experience. The surprising one is probably more over here. Now this is a Nintendo Switch. Now, some of you may not know that a Nintendo Switch actually can support remote play functionality as long as you meet one criteria. If your Nintendo Switch has been hacked or modified in such a way that you can run unsigned code and apps on your Switch, then you can run an app called Chiaki. Now, Chiaki runs on other handheld devices such as the Steam Deck, such as the ROG, and a lot of other like Windows-based handhelds. So Chiaki is not new and it works on all of those as well. So if you have a hacked Switch, you can run Chiaki. This is not a guide on how to connect Chiaki to your PlayStation or through remote play, but it is possible. We can do a guide in a different video, but we will talk about the experience and how that works using Chiaki with the Switch and on any of these other handheld devices. The other more obvious option is a typical laptop and paired with a DualSense controller. And some guys will even go as far as to pair their iPad or iPod and use those same controllers. So there's some main key themes here, and that is some sort of screen with some sort of controller. So let's talk about kind of the pros and cons of each. Starting off with the Gamesir. Now the big deal here is the fact that I can remove my cell phone and I've got this device that's expandable to hold my phone. Now this is not the only device. There's other ones such as Backbone, and that one's definitely a lot more popular than say the Gamesir. This device I got for $20 on Marketplace, probably because the guy who bought it realized it sucks and was just trying to get some money back. If you're looking to get one on Amazon, you're gonna spend $60 to $80 on it. If you're looking at like a Backbone, you're gonna spend closer to $100 to $140, depending on which part of the world you live. The main advantage is the screen and the processing power for this device is actually on your cell phone. So your cell phone becomes that processor and it becomes that screen. The experience will be as good as your cell phone screen is. It's a reasonable experience. The downsides to this are the controls are small. In my case, I put this in my hand. It's very small, it's very cramped. It's not a very good experience. You can look for devices that are like these that are a form factor that's better for you, but in my experience, all of them are not great. Now I have seen some that are like an actual controller with a thing on top that you can stick your Android phone or your Apple phone into. It does make it a little bit top heavy, but they do exist, and those are maybe the better, like if you're looking to actually be serious about this, that's probably one of the better options if you're not looking at the PlayStation Portal. Now let's talk about the Switch and or the Chiaki option. Now, first of all, when I hold this, so I've been using the Portal for a while now, and I went back to the Switch just recently for this video. When I hold this in my hand, and I've got the Hori controllers on here, which are ginormous, but when I hold this in my hand, it actually feels better than the Portal. I'll say that right out the gate, but a lot of things start falling off after that. So the Chiaki only supports up to 720p at 60 frames per second. You're gonna have some experience issues where you're gonna be very laggy and your frames are gonna drop anyway. So personally, I've set it to 720p at 30 frames per second. It is totally playable. The experience is pretty good. And the plus side for going this option, I picked up this Switch for about 200 Canadian dollars. I modded it myself, which was free. I got the Hori pads on there, and I threw a 400 gigabyte SD card in there. This is a fully kitted out Switch. It has the plus side of being a Switch. So it's not just a PlayStation Portal. It's not just a remote play device. This is also a full gaming experience. And some would argue that the Switch is a very, very good device all by itself. The ability to add remote play to it is just the icing on the cake. So now you can have your PlayStation 5 on the go when you have a Wi-Fi connection, but if you don't have a Wi-Fi connection, you can also do offline play on any Nintendo Switch game that you like. So you can play Mario Brothers, you can play Zelda, you can do all that when you don't have that Wi-Fi connection. So this truly is the go anywhere gaming device. But if you don't have it hacked, then you can't use remote play, and then this becomes just a regular ordinary Switch. That changes, of course, if you've got a Steam Deck, which you can have games installed on, and maybe you can run a Switch emulator, and you can play all your PC games, and you can play your PlayStation remote play, which, you know, it's pretty good. It's up there as far as experiences. Now, the next thing obviously is a PC and a DualSense controller, and I would say that that is probably about the best experience that you're going to get if you're not looking at the PlayStation Portal. The reason why I think it's the best is because of one key factor. With a recent update to the drivers for your DualSense controller, it actually connects to PC with full trigger functionality, with full haptic functionality, and the touchpad works. So you actually get the entire proper DualSense experience through remote play on a PC, which is good because that goes to my next point. The PlayStation Portal itself is a fully featured first-party remote play device. That means we've got actual full controller support. We've got the adaptive triggers, we've got the haptic feedback, we have touchpad support through the touchscreen. It's not obvious, but it is built in there. It's first party, obviously. So you get that experience. And that kind of ties it all together as far as which option are you going to choose. Now, the reason why I'm about to say what I'm about to say is, for me, I don't get to use my PlayStation for the experiential games as much as I would like. That's my problem. That's obviously not your problem. But I think that the PlayStation Portal was designed for people like me who want to get the full experience. You want the adaptive triggers, you want the haptic feedback, you want that experience, but you don't want to be tied to your TV. And if you're looking for that experience, the only way that you're going to get that full experience is with the PlayStation Portal. Now, there's a close second using your PC and an actual Sony PlayStation controller. So if you were a traveling person, for example, and you found yourself traveling a lot, and you wanted to play your PlayStation 5, you probably already have a PC with you. It's not hard to take a controller with you and then use your remote play on the PC because your laptop's going to do so many other things already. But in every other scenario, you're probably just as easy to take your PlayStation Portal with you. You're not going to set up your laptop on your lap on the couch and try to do that. It's just too clunky. This is just, it can be sitting there charging. You can just pull it off. You can use it. You can use it in bed. It's just a lot less finicky. You turn it on and it works. It just connects to the PlayStation and it just works. Everything's there already. It's just ready to go. All of these other setups are a little bit finicky. You have to just plug in a controller. You just have to boot your hack. You have to just boot up your Steam Deck, and then you have to load the software, and then you have to pair it all up. It's not quite as seamless. And if you're looking for something you just connect and go, the Portal is the device for you. Now, the rest of you who are using a different remote play device, you have to just ask yourself, what are you looking to get out of this experience? If you just want to play the game and you don't care so much about what the experience of that game is, then you're perfectly fine with whatever device you've already got. But if you don't have a device or you don't have a way to play that PlayStation 5 right now with a device that you currently already have, the PlayStation Portal is a very cheap option that allows you to get all of the perks of the PlayStation without having to be stuck in front of a TV. There are some downsides, and I actually review in depth the Portal itself in a different video. So if you want a complete Portal review, the pros and the cons is in that video. So this isn't a video saying, screw everything else, get the portal. I just want to create some context to where, you know, some people are saying that the backbone is actually the best option. It might be the best option for you, but the backbone is not the best option for everybody. Certainly for me, it doesn't appeal to me nearly as much as the PlayStation Portal does. So there's lots of options out there. Know what you're getting into and understand what experience you're trying to get. If you want seamless, easy, just no hassles, the Portal's the device for you. If you already have a laptop and you already have a DualSense controller, that'll work. And it'll work great in most scenarios for a long time, and there's no need to upgrade. If you've got any of these devices, they work as well. But you will have to sacrifice something, and all of them actually require sacrifice. Even the Portal needs you to sacrifice something to get other things in return. So that's where I'm going to leave you guys today. If you need to know more information about this, ask in the comments, post in the comments down below, because we've got the device here. I'd love to cover as much as possible for you guys so that you can make an informed decision. As more features get unlocked, we're going to share that here as well. So you could always subscribe and then you won't miss those next time that they pop up. Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end of this video. We hope you enjoy the content in this video, and we'd love to have you come back. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And for those subscribers who are looking for that extra special thing that you can do to support this channel, consider joining our members group. That's where we're building this community, the Gears and Tech community, where we can all enjoy content together. You'll get special perks, which we'd love for you to check out by clicking the link down below. For those of you who are just happy to watch the video, that's okay too. You can check out some of our other content right over here, where we've got some previous videos that have already been uploaded and enjoyed by many of our viewers already. We do hope to see you again. This has been Gears and Tech. Have a great day.